Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 30 of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles, where today we're going to expand the work we did downstairs. So last episode, we automated crystallized oil. It looks pretty perfect, and I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything, but you never know. There's always edge cases you don't consider. So we're going to hope that we're right about that. With that said, I'm now smelting up a bunch of stuff, so we can take advantage of all these neat things that we just made. So I think we need a little bit more Inuri plates, and then we'll be good for what we want to make, which is more oil generators. That should be enough for 3 oil generators. So we're waiting on a few more Inuri plates so we can make 2 more for a total of 6. And that should hopefully be sufficient. We're going to need some servos. And what I want to make today also is a way to ensure... Now, okay, yeah, that's cool. So that guy needs that. Okay, that's not terrible. What else do you need, buddy? Some of this? Okay, yeah. Always low on the redstone stuff. And I really should go mining at some point because I'm actually also low on iron. I've been using a lot of that lately. But what I'd like to do is set up an automatic turn-on-off switchy thingy. So for that, we're going to need an RF monitor. Maybe 2 of them. I want to monitor the amount of RF inside our energy cell, and when it gets below a certain point, turn on the oil generators, and when it gets above a certain point, turn them off again. Now, in the past, I've done this frequently with the Ender IO machine, but Ender IO is not in the pack, right? No Ender IO in the pack. So that's a bummer. So we can do it something similar with RF tools, which is a semi-complicated recipe, right? 1, 2, and then 1, 2. That's why I have all those plates in my inventory. There's my Inuri all done. Sweet. So that should be 2 more of these bad boys. Yes. Beautiful. So let's pop downstairs and be ready with our oil generators. What do you say? So I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds cool. Right? Now, not entirely sure, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that you don't auto-output... Oh, you do auto-output fluids. All right, cool. We don't even need a servo for you. Look at that. Nice. All right, so what I want to do then, instead of jumping right into this, is something like this. We're going to want structural ducts, and we're going to want redstone stuff. So structural ducts are not too bad to make, I hope. What are those ducts called? These ones. Structural ducts. Yeah, them. Yeah, them. Good. The recipe hasn't really changed. Which is nice, because I would have been annoyed if it was like one of those super complex ones. Right? So let's get a little bit of you. Structural ducts. There you are. You're hiding. They're hard to see in JEI sometimes. Right? And then we want the redstone, we want these guys. This is the Redstone Relay. It sends a redstone signal. So we're going to need... So that's it. Yeah. Actually, 8 should be sufficient, so... Never mind. We still have... yeah. I didn't realize it made 2 at a time, so that's cool. These send a redstone signal through thermal machines, right? So how cool is that? So then the last piece of this puzzle that we're putting together, and that's what modded Minecraft is all about, is puzzles. RF monitors, right? Boom and boom. Cool. So hopefully I can RF monitor. I think the RF monitor has a bit of a range to it, and I hope I'm right about that. I thought I was right about that. Yeah, okay, cool. So you can measure that guy there. Okay. But, like, you're not picking that up. Oh, what in the what? Anybody else see that? Okay, yeah, you're not picking that dude up there. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's place some limestone down. That'll kind of be my filler block for now. I like that limestone. It's not terrible. You there. Yeah, I like that, because they emit a redstone signal. That's probably cool. Man, I'd really like that to be underground a little bit. You know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could move you down one. And then that would be cool, right? So we could put you in the floor. I don't think I've ever considered that before. That's something I've never considered as a possibility. Putting the energy cell in the floor. What? What? Now we're really going crazy, right? So I can do that and that. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that connection. We're gonna need the mechanism wrench to disconnect that dude. What's that thingy called again? Yeah, the configurator. So you're gonna need some of you. We're gonna need some steel. And we're gonna need probably 2 redstone. I don't know what the redstone situation is over here, but I'm pretty sure it's empty. Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, because this makes 80 and it uses 50 each, right? That's the gist. So we can make this configurator guy real quick. And then the rest of the configurator was easy, right? We just need to power it up, of course, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We have lots of power nowadays. We are doing well on power. Oh, I need 2 more enriched alloys. Okay, cool. Dyer not paying attention to his recipes as usual. There we go. So this bad boy goes in here. Configurator gets powered up. And then I want you on wrench mode. Oh, that's not what I want. Perfect. That looks cool, right? So the energy will go in the bottom from the solar panels. It'll also wind up going in. We're going to want some fluid ducts, some signalum-plated fluid ducts. Right, so signalum-plated fluid ducts, we happen to have 6 or 7 of those, so that's nice. Yeah, remember I made those a couple episodes back? So that's actually going to go back here, so that you can both insert fluids and extract power. How great is that? I like that a lot, right? And then our power can run this way. Okay, I like this idea, right? So power goes that way. We might want to go hardened, because I think each one of these generates 600. And there's 6 of them, so that'll be 3,600. So hardened flux duct is absolutely the way we want to go for this guy. So we're just going to need 4 invar, 2 red alloy, and glass. Four invar, 2 red alloy, and some glass. So you get making on the plates. Meanwhile, we're going to get the rest of this fanciness going. So here and here for the RF monitor. So you're going to monitor the basic energy cube. Cool. And you're going to be, if it's more than 85%, emit a redstone signal, and you're going to be if it's less than 50%, emit a redstone signal. Cool? And now to figure out what we want to do with that. I think we're going to want an RS latch, right? That would be you, sir. Correct. What else am I missing? One of these dudes. And one of these dudes. RS latch. Oh, yeah. And a little bit more red alloy wire, because why not? I don't think we'll need any framed wire, but we'll figure it out, right? Okay, cool. All right, so let's remember how this thing works. And I'm going to want probably my screwdriver. Boop, boop. So let's say that this is going to be our output, right? So... oh, okay, that's the output. Got it. So the torches are the outputs. See? And that's what we're going to want to do. Right? So we're going to want to do something like that. So basically we're going to set it up so that, you know, when the energy drops below a certain threshold, it does that and emits a redstone signal to turn on the generators and then to turn it off, right? So that's where we're going with this, right? So the RS latch is probably the right one to use for this little setup that we're going to do here under the floorboards. Man, this feels like old school Minecraft, and I love it. Old school, you know, modded Minecraft. Now, if I don't want you guys to connect, I need strips, don't I? What happened to my ability to jump? Oh, we're out of mana? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll take that. Alright, we're kind of out of mana. We're low on mana. Hey, what's up, Mr. Spider? Hello, Mr. Zombie. Hello, weird slimy thingy. Good enough, right? So I'm just gonna try a stone saw, because I'm not entirely sure this is the right one. But let's see, can I cut you? Or does it only work with like softer materials with the saw? Isn't this the right one? Oh, hey, nope. Let's try it with dirt. Oh, there we go. Okay, dirt slabs. Dirt panels. Dirt covers. Dirt strips. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, cool. That'll do. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I use, right? All I want to do is boop and boop. Ha ha ha! Awesome. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay. So then we want to have this guy, right? And basically what we want to do is emit a redstone signal. And if I remember correctly, if you're receiving a redstone signal, you don't run, right? So if I pop some fluid in here, you're generating RF for me. But if I give you a redstone signal, you'll turn off. So you'll burn out the last of it and then turn off? Yes, that's what happens. Okay, cool. And you guys are probably filling up RF back here, right? So I turn you off, and you're getting RF again. Turn you on, and you're going to keep getting RF until you burn up the last of your 50 millibuckets of oil. So when you're receiving a redstone signal, you don't run. That's the rule, right? So what we want to do is emit a redstone signal when we're above the threshold of power. So this guy is the above the threshold of power dude, right? So we want to emit a redstone signal like that. Okay. So then we want to set this up so that when we're above, we're emitting a redstone signal, right? Now, if we were to remove, how do I simulate this being low on power without just voiding power, which sounds like a dumb idea, right? Right. So I'm gonna make it like 95 and 90. How's that sound? So 95 and 90. That's a pretty good threshold of power. And what can I like do to drain some power here? What I'm gonna do is get some cobble smelting into smooth stone. How's that sound? And I'm gonna disconnect this for a minute. Right, so he should be draining RF now, in theory. He is draining RF. Nice. Cool, 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 right? 3.17, right? So in a moment, this should turn off, but the redstone signal will stay on, right? So this will go off, but the redstone signal will stay on. Now, is there a way with the screwdriver? So where are we at here? 3.14. Where's that RF tool screwdriver? I'd like it if it didn't emit. That might be cool. That might be what I want. I think that'll make it so it doesn't emit on the left side. I think. We'll find out when this guy drops below. 95%. So 1% of 3.2 mil would be 320. Okay, that's like, there we go, 90. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. So see how the thing stayed on there? See how it stayed on? Now when we drop below 97%, it turns it off. Cool. Now if we bring this down to 85%, it stays off. And then it turns on. Cool. So that's what I want, right? So we're going to make it 85 and 50. So when our cube gets to below half, it'll turn off the redstone signal, allowing these dudes to run. Okay? So now what we want is the structural duct here with the redstone relay set to redstone input. Okay, so with that cool, right, now we're going to, what I probably want to do, in fact, I think I'm going to change this up. We're going to put it on this side. Well, no, I kind of like it there. I just want to keep in mind that I'm going to be running hardened fluid ducts down. Let's run our power over there, and then we can route our RF around the power. How's that sound? So you, sir, should be complete. Which means hardened fluid ducts. We need the big wires, the big ones. This mod would be a lot cooler if it could automatically pull from the adjacent inventory like this can to fill these thingies. But, yeah, that's just me. That's just me thinking out loud. Silicone, huh? How are we for silicone? We've got super glue and we've got cooking oil. Surprised I don't have more of this, but it's all good. Let's make 6 of them for now, and then we'll have a few extras. Cool. So, badoop. And badoop. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. So with that taken care of, sweet. 16 hardened fluid ducts. So they'll connect, right? So what we want to do is basically get our hardened fluid ducts running down this way. Okay. Now, I'm purposely keeping this thing a little bit low for a minute. So I want him to continue to drop his power, right? Now, you know what? I don't think I need structural ducts then, right? Because then I can just put my redstone relay right on this dude, and he's input, and we're cool. And he should output up here to these guys, right? And we'll validate that, right? So you're going to be output, you're going to be output, you're going to be output, 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 output. Now, hopefully you're working. But we'll find out in a sec, right? So you're not running if I turn you off. Are you running? You are. So why aren't you inputting and outputting? You should be working. I'm wondering if there needs to be some kind of dust. Maybe it's just the two mods don't interact nicely with each other. And if I put dust there, that would be cool. It's possible. It's not as elegant, but it's possible. I'm hoping it's not the case. I'm hoping this doesn't work. Please don't work. Duct power 0, relay power 0. Why are you not receiving a redstone signal like you should be? Red, red. Relay power 15. You should work, right? That should work, shouldn't it? I would hope. Don't tell me you need to be like the same type of ducting. I would hope that's not the case. Why am I having mining fatigue? Oh, I haven't eaten in a while. Like, why am I getting these debuffs? Alright, so I'm going to try something slightly different here. We'll put this hardened back. We'll put a strip here. And I'm going to feed you right into a structural duct. And you guys technically don't need to connect for this. All right, so you're 15 in, you're 15 out. Okay, that helps. right? So now they're all 15 out. So if I turn you off, he shouldn't run anymore. See how he's not running? Beautiful. And none of them should be running, for that matter, at this point. I mean, granted, they don't have power in them, or they don't have fuel, but like they should all be getting the 15 power. So that works. Interesting. Cool. Okay, got it. Neat. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, nice. So you're still not letting these things run, right? Because you're still not below half power, and that's cool, right? So what I'm gonna do is test it with whatever threshold we're at now, right? So I'm gonna want, well, I think we're in pretty good shape. I think we can just trust that this is gonna work, right? But let's just disconnect this, because you know me, I'm Mr. Dyer always says to test things. I don't want to make myself a liar, right? So you're only gonna get power from these dudes for now, right? For the moment, you're only going to get power from these dudes, right? So you're going to fill up with a little bit of power from the RF that was in here, right? And here. But now you're empty, right? And now all we need to do is get this fluid duct connected to, not that that matters, here. Cool. So now they're all getting stuff, but none of them are running. See how that works? None of them are running. Beautiful. And you, sir, could use more canola oil, but that's okay. We'll deal with the exporting of canola at some point in the future. That's an easy one to solve, right? Okay. So that's cool. All right, so this should be cool, right? So now we've dropped below the 85% threshold, but we're not above the threshold for turning on the generators yet, right? So we're definitely below 85, but still above 50. So let's slide this up to 80. We're still, okay, that's cool. We're like right at 85. That's funny. Let's burn a little bit more power out of this bad boy. What could I do to burn some power? Do we have any more canola? Not really. How about out here? Did I use up all my canola? I'm just looking for something to like burn power on, right? Yeah. I could make more food. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a good time. Nice. All right. So we get you cooking. So at some point, we should drop below 80% power, right? Because we're actually like really close to that threshold. Let's make it like 82. Hey, look, it just, boop, it just went on. So now these guys are all running. See? And then once we get above 85, they should all be told to turn off, right? Which should happen pretty quickly because they all generate a decent amount of power. See, they're still running because we're above 82, but we're not yet above 85. Okay? But as soon as we get above 85, they'll be told to turn off, which they were just told to turn off. So they should burn up the last of that 50 millibuckets and then not run anymore, and then the smoke effect should go away. Sweet. And now we're dropping again. And then when we get below, that's awesome. So that validates to me that we're good, right? So we'll do 50 to 85 like we originally planned. And then all I want to do is throw another, I'll make it hardened back here. Future proofing, right? And that should fill up a decent amount, even though it's probably nighttime right now, but you get the point. Yeah. So that way the solars are the priority. The whole reason to do this is to make sure we're not wasting oil. So for now, we'll let the solars keep our batteries full, right? But if we get to a point where we're getting low on power, like below half in the battery, we'll say, all right, we need some extra help. Clearly we're doing a lot. We're smelting a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things, whatever. Let's kick on our oil generators and let them run. So the priority is solar. We'll let that run first, and then we'll go from there. Cool. I like it. And we did this such that everything can hide under the floor. Cool as that. How cool is that? Oh, wrong thing. What the what? There's definitely an inventory desync issue in this pack a little bit at times. Boop. Right? Look at that. Nice. It's all hidden behind the walls. And then we can just see, like, hey, this is our situation of oil, right? How great is that? I am super proud of this. That is super nice. Cool? I like it. All right. So with that taken care of, by the way, what are you feeding? Are you feeding the advanced energy cube? That's probably a bad idea, right? I shouldn't be letting that happen. Wow, you have a long range, don't you? Wow, you have a long range, don't you? That's a little bit better. I guess you're just keeping your up, right? Yeah, you're good. All right, that'll do. That's a good spot for it. Okay, back in a minute. All right, so I'm now working on my farm a little bit, which we obviously want to clean up. So I should do something with you. I'm just not entirely sure what. Obviously, I want to keep Inferium going. What I've done is removed all the plants in the farm and made it just Inferium and canola seeds, right? Which sounds like a good idea on paper. Or kind of. And I made Inferium a drawer downstairs. How are we for canola? Not bad. Now, the sprinkler is a thing we could probably look at doing, maybe? Or, I don't know, maybe we'll see. It doesn't look bad from a recipe standpoint, but I also remember it not being particularly great at, you know, being a sprinkler. It's okay, but it's not like, wow, either, right? But maybe we don't need wow. Maybe we don't need wow. So we definitely want seeds down there. We're going to want a lot of seeds. And, like, proper canola, right? We have some bone meal. Nice. Probably some kind of import bus on that dude, right? We just have to run some cabling over there, which shouldn't hopefully be too bad to make cable. We have a bit. It's not too bad. Special infused iron? Yeah. That stuff is induction smelted iron and tin, right? Or iron and quartz, but tin's pretty good. Just looking to see if there's another way. Because iron we're, like we said, a little bit low on. I'm going to have to mine between episodes. Again. Feels like I just went mining between episodes. How long until I get a digital miner? Digital miner, where are you at, buddy? Oh, yeah, there you are. Sweet. Looks like some pretty complicated stuff going on all up in here. Oh, dimensional shard ore. That's probably going to be a problem. Dynamite. Fractum, seismium, osmium, and triberium. Sweet. And fractum is abyssum fluid, molten obsidian. Abyssum fluid, huh? I don't know what abyssum is. Oh, it's a Tinker's alloying add-on. Alright, cool. We might be looking at void ore miners sooner than later. That might be where we're at. That might be where we're at. That don't look too bad. Not too bad. Osram, huh? And blocks of mana diamond. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. Lots of steel for steel casings. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't entirely decided like what the auto mining mechanic is going to look like. But I think that I think with that, our base is very much can be categorized as our base is cleaned up and in order, right? I just need to get a few more cables, which I guess we can do now. So what do those cables look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 special infused iron. And how much infused iron do we get for 1? We get 3 if we do Elven Quartz, but that requires an Elven Portal. And that's about it. So let's get 16 and 10. And induction smelt those two. And we'll get a few more cables, which is going to need silicone, by the way. So 2 more sets of cables. So that should be exactly right. Glass and 2 red alloys. So we total need 4. So let's get 2 more iron and some redstone. And you're also going to need to be induction smelted. So we'll run that. And what's an import bus look like in this pack? Importer, right? From refined storage. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. So we'll totally need that. Yeah, we'll totally need that. So 1 of you. What's missing in the middle there? Microchip tier 1. Those things kind of need a decent amount of those. Yeah, I'll probably work on that between episodes. Probably a good between episode project. To get an import bus on that guy, right? So you're going to make a bunch of canola for me and keep going with the Inferium. The canola will export bus into the thing. The only other thing I might want to do is have a decent sized tank. Like, how big of a tank you think I could get over here? So that's 256 buckets for lead. That's 1,000 buckets for silver. That ain't bad. You just need an empowered diamantine. I don't think we've done empowered diamantine yet, right? No, not yet. So if I want 1,000 buckets, I need an empowered diamantine and a bunch of hardened. Is that like actually platinum blast? Because I don't see you moving. So that might be out of my reach, right? But bronze is 512. That also needs an empowered diamantine. And iron is 256. That just needs a diamantine and some iron. And some hardened... It says hardened steel glass. I wonder if it's hardened any glass. Because tin... Okay, tin's hardened glass. Iron probably needs actually hardened steel glass. Okay. We'll consider that. Is there another tank that I could get that would, you know, make sense? Some kind of fluid tank that would hold a lot for a little bit less effort. Is the thermal tank not in here? Am I not seeing that? Am I crazy? I don't see the thermal tank. Yeah, I don't see it. Huh. Okay, cool. So this one might be where I want to go. 256 buckets. Might be a little expensive, but it'll be nice to have a large backlog of crystallized canola, right? For now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and play a little bit more with this stuff. For now, take it easy, guys.